Hey out there internet land, welcome back to the channel, Father Nature's Unique Botanicals, and welcome to today's video. Today we are going to do a walkthrough step-by-step procedure on how to use the all-in-one tissue culture media kit. It's a very simple process. All you're going to do is add the contents of this bottle to 1 liter of distilled water, add your plant growth hormone regulators, and then adjust the pH. Super simple. Let's get to it. Alright, we will start off by adding our distilled water. And I just use regular store-bought distilled water here. And we're going to add up to about somewhere between 600 and 800 milliliters of water. You just don't want to add all 1,000 milliliters at one time. It gives you a little bit of room for adjustment. That's what that does. Here again, here is the product. It's a real simple process. Here is the product, the Father Nature's Unique Botanicals Tissue Culture Media Kit. All we've got to do is add the contents of this bottle, the entire contents of the bottle. Just drop our stir bar in there. There we are. We can hear it rolling, rolling, rolling. There we go, and it's doing its thing. Once we get it rolling, I like to turn it down just a little bit. That'll help everything get dissolved. Now what I like to do next is go ahead and add a little water to the bottle so that you can make sure you get any residue that might be left behind. Go ahead and put the lid back on that, give it a little shake, and pour it in. Super simple process, folks. Super simple process. Okay, we've done that. Now we're going to add our plant growth hormone regulators. And we're going to start off with some benzylamino purine. And for that, we're going to need 1 milliliter. We will open our pipettes here. Oh, wrong pipettes. Here we are. Now we're going to put 2 milliliters. Of your hormone solution. There we go. We always eject the pipette tip. Never use those twice. We're going to add 0.1 milliliter of IBA, which is endo-3-butyric acid. Well, go ahead and get a new tip on our pipette. And there we go. Okay, we've added our hormones. We've added all of our nutrients in our mixture there. Now it's time to go ahead and top the water off. Top it off up to that 1,000 milliliter mark. There we are. Let it stir up and do its thing. Let it dissolve. It's a loud little stir bar, isn't it? Sure is. But it's doing the trick. It's getting it going. And that's what we wanted in the first place. Just letting it mix everything up. And while that's going on, we'll check the pH. Now we are generally looking for somewhere around 5.6 to 5.8. Anywhere in the middle is good, so 5.7 is perfect. Now I do like to have a little container of distilled water sitting to the side. and that is to kind of prime the pH meter and to kind of rinse it off in between. Now this is a standard pH meter. You got a standard pH meter, and all we're doing is looking for a reading of 7 or 5.7. Anywhere between 5.6 and 5.8, to tell you the truth, works just fine. We're going to set it in there and let it go ahead and do its thing. Let it adjust down to what it is. I like it to completely stop moving before I go to using it. And it's still going down, 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 down. Well, that little stutter bar is going to town, isn't it? All right, it's time to go ahead and test our solution here. See what we're sitting at. Looks like it's still dropping. We'll just let it do its thing. Sometimes it takes just a minute to get where it's going. Heck, we're at 5.84 now. Not too bad. You know what? I think we're good right there. 5.8. We are great. 5.79. Let's see where it's going to stop. We're at 5.78, and it looks like it has stopped right around there. 5.77. Not really moving much anymore. Okay, we are going to call that good. Going to dip it back into our distilled water to kind of rinse that off. And we are complete. That's it. That's all there is to mixing media. So that's it, folks. That's all there is to mixing media. That's all there is to using the all-in-one tissue culture media kit. You simply add it to the water, put your plant growth hormone regulators in it, and then check the pH. Once you've done that, it's time to go ahead and fill your containers. So if you guys want to watch me do that, I'll do that as well. And I'll go ahead and load up some of these test tubes. Yeah, load up some test tubes. There you go. Now, anytime you are anytime you are adding media to your culture vessels, make sure that your media continuously is spinning. If not, then the agar will end up settling to the bottom, and it doesn't get quite as mixed in as well. So make sure that that's constantly spinning when you do this. I like to use the 2 to 10 milliliter micropipette, and I generally will put right at 5 milliliters per 50 milliliter flask, so or 50 milliliter test tube. Now let's get this thing spinning. Make sure it stays nice and stirred up, and you guys can watch the process. Let's see here. I'm going to scoot this over just for you guys. There we go. You should be able to see it now, nice and clear. And there you have it, folks. That's all it takes to do it. Now it's time to go ahead and just put my lids on the test tubes and get ready to put them in a pressure cooker for about the next 25 minutes or so. You can let it go a little longer if you like. Sometimes I will let it run for a full 30 minutes. But really about 20 to 25 minutes at 15 psi is all it takes to get a good sterilization on this media. And then you're ready to use it as soon as it cools off and gels up, which generally is about 2 to 3 hours after you take it out of the cooker. All right, thanks for watching, folks. You have a good day. See you on the next video.